Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I have a different craft for you. Have you ever bought someone a lovely little present and then you had nothing to put it into? Well, how about you make them a lovely little gift bag like this where you can pop something nice inside and maybe put a little bit of scrunched tissue paper on top just to stop it from falling out. Of course, you can always tape it together in the middle if you wanted to. There are many ways to close a little basket. But for today, I will show you how I made this one. Also, you can decorate it on the outside. But what says, I love you, here is a lovely gift, better than a heart-shaped little gift bag? So, what do we need? Well, we're going to need some card and choose two colors. Use some stiff paper. I think 120 GSM is quite good. What is 120 GSM? When they make paper, it's a runny paste, and then they press it between heavy weights, and 120 GSM is 120 grams per square meter. So that's how hard it presses to give you the thickness of card you want. Normal paper is only 80 GSM, so it's very thin. So here we go. You need some card. You're going to need your pencil and you're going to need your scissors. And what do you do with that? You need a plate that is just exactly the right size to fit on your paper, because that is what we will use to draw a circle. You're going to need some pipe cleaners for the handle. And to decorate my handle, I've got some beads. Somebody gave me a bunch of beads and I thought they would be lovely on here. Sometimes it's boring just making a necklace. So we need some beads to decorate our handle. We need pipe cleaners for the handle, card for our little bag, and a template to make a circle. We're also going to need some glue, and we're also going to need a paper punch. Now, I'm in the office, we use these big ones, but maybe you have a small one. And if you don't have a paper punch, don't worry, a sharp pencil, and you can make the wee holes that you need to put your handle through. So, let us make a start. I have already drawn my two circles and I have cut them out just for speed. So here they are, my two circles. What do we do first? We fold them in half very carefully so that they are two halves like that. And then we take our two halves and we slide one inside the other. And what we want to do is we want to meet at a pointy end just there. Now, if I open this up, you can see how the one fits inside the other one. What's the next thing we do? We glue them together. So, having positioned them and holding them down, so that it won't shift like it's just done, I open one end and I have my glue, and I can see, oh goodness, bear with me one moment. I can see where they overlap, because this is where one circle will end. So just from that edge, I put a little bit of glue on there, and I also need to put a little bit of glue on the other one. Now this is where it'll be a little bit of guesswork, but just do a short distance. And now, if you fold it over, it should stick down nicely. Now we turn it over and we do exactly the same on the other side. Like that, and this one just maybe less than half. And we glue them together like that, and that forms our pouch that becomes our basket. Now we need to punch holes in the top. You can decide where you want them to go. So I have to very carefully measure where, because this thing will make 4 holes, you only need 2. So I have to be really careful so I don't punch 4 holes in my little bag. That will do. Doesn't matter if it's a bit off center. We need a hole at each end. As I say, you can poke through a sharp pencil. You can use the end of your scissors. If you have them, just be careful with pointy things. What's the next thing we do? We need the handle. So I have my beads and I have a nice long chenille stick, they call them, pipe cleaner, whatever. So I choose what color of beads I would like, and I just start shoving them on. Of course, if you're old like me, you might need glasses to see the whole of the bead, but the pipe cleaner goes through the hole quite nicely. And so you go until you have enough beads on there and you're happy with what it looks like. At the end, leave about 2 centimeters without any beads. So, here are my handles I've made before. Now, what I did was, I made sure they were sort of symmetrical so that everything is in line, but it doesn't really matter because the beads shift. So, I've left my little gap here. So I come from the outside, halfway in, and I fold it over. And if you can do it, push your bead over the open end of the pipe cleaner. That way it won't come loose and there's no jagged bit to poke you in the fingers. So I do the same thing on this side. I fold it over. And my last bead, I push over that little leftover folded bit. So there's my first handle, and now I make my second handle. And I do the last little bit. Shove my bead over. Sometimes the bead is not, the hole in the bead is not big enough for it to go over. In that case, give it a little twist, and mom, dad, or nana, or whoever is the grown-up with you can use their pliers to just make sure the jagged end doesn't stick out. And there we go. We have a lovely little basket. You can put your gift in there, maybe some chocolate. Maybe a lovely hanky for Granny. I know hankies aren't in fashion anymore. But that's where we go. So I hope you have fun making nice little gift baskets. And I'll see you next time. And maybe there'll be a different surprise in store this time round. What you could do, I was going to use paper straws and cut them up in short lengths instead of using beads. So you can do that as well. Don't let anything put you off. It's only your own creativity. Do enjoy and let me know how you get along. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.